Hi everyone, today I will be reviewing the 2018 Mercedes-Benz CLA250 4MATIC. Now, I got this car in January 2018, and right now it's April 2019, so I had this car for about a year and 3 months, and so far I absolutely love it. I think it's a great car, and I got to know some of the things that I would recommend and some of the issues that I hope it will be fixed in the future. So one of the main reasons why I chose this car as opposed to the others, I had a few options that I wanted to consider, and those were Audi, probably A4, A6, or A5 even, BMW, mostly 5 Series, and then the CLA, Mercedes, or a C even, C300. But I settled on the CLA because I absolutely love the exterior design. I think it's very aerodynamic. It's also sporty and aggressive at the same time. And I like a few details. So the diamond grills I absolutely love, and I had to get those. Now, the thing that I dislike the most about the exterior is the halogen headlights, which, pretty outdated, especially for a Mercedes, a luxury car. I think they should be LED. Now, the other thing that I love about this car is the frameless windows. And this is something, it might be silly, but this was one of the deciding factors for me to get the CLA. And when I was considering CLA, I wanted the 4MATIC, of course, not the front wheel drive, just because I think it has probably a little bit slightly better acceleration and just power using all wheels instead of the front wheel. So we're taking a look around the car. I'll get inside and also show you what it looks like from the interior. I think the interior was also a reason why I got this car. I like the design of it, and I like the layout. It's very comfortable. And in addition to that, I just think the performance is also pretty decent for an entry-class Mercedes-Benz. All right, let's go see the interior. Okay, so what I like the most about the interior, a couple of details that I absolutely appreciate. The screen right here, I think it's a perfect size, perfect location, as opposed to putting it down there or, a smaller one. The older CLA models had tiny screens that were kind of ugly, and now I think it's a lot better in the newer ones. The other detail that I absolutely love about the interior of the car is the seats. The seats look sporty, and that's how they come in the base model. So it's not even, an option that you have to purchase. You can purchase better seats with details, of course, but the seats, the driver and the passenger seats are really good. I love the steering wheel, which is standard for Mercedes-Benz, so you'll get that with most other models, and I think that's great for an entry-class Mercedes to have the same steering wheel. And then the other options inside, whether it's the GPS, the radio, really good sound quality, the lane changers and all of that, you can get that as options, and it will rack up the price, but it's definitely worth it for the CLA to add these options to the car. All right. Okay, so my opinion of this car is pretty positive. I believe it was definitely a good buy overall. Like I said, there are a few things that I would criticize about it. One of them being the halogen headlights. The other thing, when you open the hood, it's not a hydraulic or automatic, holder for the hood. That's kind of weird for a luxury car that's 2018. So, but on the other hand, the positives are all over the place. I love the navigation system, the different apps that are available in the car, the connectivity features, where with the different phone operating systems, and the drive is smooth overall. I don't know if you can get a feeling, of how little noise there is. And then driving on comfort mode. So there are 4 mode drives in this car, and they're comfort, eco, sports, and individual. The comfort one is the default one when you turn on the car. So that's, I think if they would to improve it, it would be able to save your favorite mode of driving. So if you want to drive on eco all the time, or whenever you turn on the car, unfortunately you can't do this in this model. So hopefully that's something they can improve in the future. Otherwise, even the voice activated GPS is pretty helpful. So it's efficient, it understands pretty well, and it has enough information on it stored, so I don't even have to use the internet. Go home.
In 1 mile, turn right.
Different nodes. I believe the fuel consumption for this car is a little bit over what I anticipated. So it averages about, I would say, 22 to 24 miles per gallon. And I mostly drive in the city, but when I'm driving even highway, it would go about 25, 26, so not that much. So I would say it's average. It's not, an excellent car in regards to fuel consumption. But, with eco mode, it does improve. The driver in front of me swerving all over the road. I'm going to put it on sports mode. See if you can notice the difference in the noise the engine makes. Stop route. I apologize if there are some crackling noises or unclear view of the camera. It's not the best camera that I have set up here. One of the reasons why I did not opt to buy a larger engine vehicle like a V6 or a V8 is because what's the point of driving fast in a city? Well, we live in Eugene, Oregon, and this city has the slowest drivers that I've ever seen in the world. Literally, wherever I go, people are driving below the speed limit, so it's pretty annoying. And I'm not going to be able to enjoy a really big engine with high acceleration with people driving so slow all the time. I don't know if you can see, but the car in front of me is an Audi TT, and that was actually one of my cars that I really liked and was interested in buying. But what I disliked about the TT was the interior, and that's the case with most Audis that I've seen. I like the Audis from the outside. Performance-wise, it's pretty good, but the interior of the Audi, I just think it's really ugly. I couldn't deal with the screen placement. Just the dashboard in general was just. I disliked it. Let's just say that. The Mercedes C300, the interior, I believe, is nicer than the CLA250, but the exterior, I didn't like it as well. I don't like the backlights. They don't have the diamond grills like the CLA does. So overall, I think this car, with its decent price, performance, and options, was my favorite. And if you do buy this car used, make sure you buy it either with like certified pre-owned or with the warranty still on all of its parts, because it's going to be expensive to fix and replace. I got it during the same year, so I don't have to worry about that. But one of the good things of buying the car used is the hefty discount you get after the car is off the lot, and that's what happens with most luxury cars, that you buy new versus used. So overall, like I said, a really decent car. Let me know what you think, and hopefully this was helpful. Thank you, guys.